When did it start to feel like a horror movie? Like it started to. I want to feed Jeremy, but it's way too dark. Oh yeah. Hey Jeremy! Oh yeah, a puffin! That's exactly what I need! Oh, come on. You need puffins. Jeez, it sounds like a scary movie. Do you hear those sounds? Ha. Awesome, Jeremy, you found me a candy. That's great. Good job. Huh? The air isn't that icy? How dare you take me to this location when there's not really any Pokemon around? They seriously need to add something. Okay, if it wasn't like originally dark before, it's pretty scary now. I'm going this direction again. I want to try and get used to it. So sorry for no daytime stream. Jeez, why is it so scary? First it starts off like some kind of movie. Oh, I need to point something out. This is kind of weird, but I don't understand. Why, in the name of all things, is sci-fi playing Minions on Thanksgiving? Yeah, you heard that right. Allow me to say it again. Sci-fi is playing Minions, a kids movie, on their channel. The same network that plays the scary monster movies and has that Chucky series. Minions is gonna play on there. Why? I get that Sci-Fi is an NBC channel, like a network sort of thing. It's a division. I don't know, is Sci-Fi like part of Universal or something because it's NBC? It's like, I get it. I get that Jumanji can be on there considering the scary elements, but Minions is not a scary movie. It's not. What, is that kidnapping that happened in the movie where Kevin and Stuart can't even have Minions in Ohio? Zook, I just don't find it. I find it weird, considering that they're going to be playing that on their channel. I could say Jumanji's a good idea, but Minions on Thanksgiving? That's not even a Thanksgiving movie. Cartoon Network's going to be playing Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They haven't played that movie in ages, so that's a good thing. That doesn't change the fact that the other Turner networks like TBS and TNT are playing a completely chopped version of Minions. 15 minutes of the movie missing. Dialogue out of sync. It's like CBS is airing for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All choppy, all messed up. Take that, except extend the length. I watched the episodes of the Chucky series. Yeah. Apparently my brother Daniel actually likes the commercials. He kind of laughs at those sound effects. Like, dude, don't laugh at that stuff. I watched the first Child's Play movie, considering that A creepy doll is a reference to that from the regular show Terror Tales of the Park. Speaking of, at least with Cartoon Network, they're still playing regular show, so yeah. Yeah, the good news is they're going to be playing their Thanksgiving episode. The bad news is next week they're also going to be playing Ever Meet Burritos. Cartoon is going to air a Disney movie. Yeah. Didn't you hear? Yeah, and the strangest thing is, they actually got much better movies to show. As long as they don't show Minions, then it's fine. Let's just say, at the very least, Sci-Fi actually plays a correct airing for Minions. No scenes cut out, keep the noose in there. No out-of-sync dialogue. Don't, censor stuff, because it's Sci-Fi. Did you hear Jeff Bezos will be giving away $124 to fight climate change? No, that's the first time I heard that. As you can see, it's like 8 o'clock right now. And, it's pretty dark. I'm next to a closed school. This feels like, I hope they air Shrek in Shrek 2. Yeah, like they played Shrek and Rio on regular show's final air date. Yeah. When they were supposed to air the Lego movie, they aired Rio instead. Why? Because it's a blue bird? Ah! Frozen puddles. Gotta be more careful with that. I mean, am I really that surprised? No, you missed my message by 1 second. I'm sorry, Zook. I didn't know. Let me just, did you, it seems like Jeff Bezos was visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Yeah, it's like Christmas Carol meets, whatever 2022 is. 2 days ago is not going to make any more Christmas episodes. They're finally done. Well, yeah. This is the same show where they made a Halloween versus Christmas special. They're trying to do the wacky, weird ideas that work. If it were a regular show or SpongeBob, I would agree. But Teen Titans Go isn't really that kind of thing. They're just pulling ideas out of their ass just to make more episodes. And to add more holiday episodes to their catalog. Or at least show during the Christmas season. That's because that's what they're clearly doing. I mean, did anybody pay attention to how many Christmas episodes regular show has? 2022 is so weird. Yeah, tell me about it. Game-changing experience of my life. Having to move out of my hometown. Getting used to this. It's not as cold. I think it's like 35 degrees right now. I'm next to a closed school, so this kind of feels like a Lifetime movie. Like someone's out at night and then something bad happens because it's a Lifetime movie. SpongeBob is still made and hand-drawn to this day. I heard Vale's Guy Bones said there's rumors that SpongeBob's going to end in 2025. But it's freaking SpongeBob. How are you going to continue more SpongeBob? Are they going to continue to make new episodes? I think Kevin Conroy passed away, Batman's voice. From Batman the Animated Series? I think that's the one. I know. That was sad. I watched Batman the Animated Series when it was on Kids WB. No disrespect to Bruce Willis or the guy who does the voice for Batman now, but I don't know who. I'm sorry, I can't remember. It's the guy who currently does the voice for the Batman. His voice is fine, but he won't be as good as who you just said. To me, he will always be the best. And someone made a comment saying now the Joker has no hero to combat against or something like that. Kevin Conroy voiced Batman for 30 years. I know, he was why couldn't... I'm sorry, but as much as I like his voice in the Lego movie, why couldn't Kevin Conroy be the voice of that Batman? No disrespect to the other voice actor's voice, but could you imagine how awesome it would have been? I get they needed a celebrity, but use the iconic one that has voiced Batman for praying for SpongeBob downfall. I'm sorry, Steven, but your show has been milked. It needs to go. Exactly! It's sad, though. If SpongeBob should continue, at the very least, have it be on reruns. Don't they have, like, The Loud House, which is another popular Nickelodeon show? That's the only show that came close to SpongeBob's popularity ever since Fairly Odd Parents got canceled. Yeah, I don't think SpongeBob is going to end 2025. Simpsons need to end as well. Yeah, they are clearly running out of ideas. They probably weren't in the best vicarious vision. No, wait, that's a company that made the Crash games for the GBA. This is the reason why some shows just cannot continue. I would say SpongeBob should have probably ended after the movie, or maybe after seasons 5 or 6, because they still had good ones. SpongeBob is bigger than the Loud House. Yeah, but Loud House is another show that gained some kind of popular success like SpongeBob. They had a movie, not as much as the Sponge, but they're just as popular, and the fact that he's been getting low ratings... Oh, haven't seen that before. Low ratings. That's kind of like what happened to, Regular Show. They started to lose ratings during season 7, and the show was kind of suffering due to this. And their movie wasn't even viewed as much. I looked at the Loud House may probably end soon, maybe 3 to 4 years, but by now, but SpongeBob, no idea. I saw the viewers count. There's no denying that Regular Show kind of suffered deeply during the season 7 era. And season 8 was at its current worst. Why? Because they kept advertising that Regular Show was going to be on the goddamn Cartoon Network app. That's another reason that caused its downfall. They advertised the app so much that the people couldn't even watch it on TV. Or maybe people were just so mad about the whole romance thing going on, they didn't want to watch Regular Show anymore. Honestly, if they would have kept on watching it, they could have seen how they actually changed it for the better. But hey, that's just a bad decision on the writer's part. They can't always make gold. Not all the time. Well, at least the train stopped. 17 days of November remain. Hey, at least Cartoon Network's doing something right. Maybe I've gotten so used to the cold weather now, it just doesn't bother me. I know I said that before in the past, but the past few days it's been nothing but cold, icy weather. And wait, why did the Fairly Odd Parents move on to Flash animation? Because it was cheap. That's probably one of the few reasons. Because it's cheap to make. It was cheap. And it didn't even feel the same anymore. They couldn't just stick with the hand-drawn. It's always, you gotta move to Flash. And it doesn't make sense considering something that used to be in Flash. Oh wait, didn't that happen with Johnny Test? Yeah, that happened with Johnny Test. Show used to be hand-drawn. It was on Kids WB. And most people, I don't know if you guys know this, but Johnny Test was originally created by Warner Brothers. But in season 2, their animation was then produced by Cookie Jar Entertainment. And it just hasn't been the same ever since the whole transitional change. And it just makes you wonder, why did they even do the change in the first place? It don't make sense. Man, how many of you guys just want to have Kids WB return? It needs to desperately return. It needs to be its own separate channel because the brand still exists. It's just online where they just post about Looney Tunes and other Warner Brother properties. So at least Kids WB is alive somewhere. Well, Giant Test Reboot is hand-drawn, a lot better than the Teletoons version animation. It's not Teletoon! It's Cookie Jar Entertainment! I just said Cookie Jar Entertainment! It's Cookie Jar! Okay, yes, the Netflix series is a lot better. Because at least they put damn effort into it. Same can't be said for the Cookie Jar. Like, why? Why did they have to do this change? Yeah, remember the time when Johnny Test used to be like on Cartoon Network a lot? RCS returns to voice Jeremy. Roger Craig Smith. Because who else can voice Jeremy? There's no other character that could possibly voice this character. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised. Then again, would you honestly really agree? Roger's the only one that does a vocal range that's good enough for Jeremy, who uses basically his Kyle Crane voice from Dying Light. He's a very iconic voice actor. No one's as good as Roger Craig Smith. Yes, the eggs are ready to hatch. Gibble! Okay, another Gibble. Is it just gonna be nothing but Gibbles? Okay, no, that's a Cherubi. Okay. Munchlax! Shiny! I remember when Johnny Test came, it was just on Kids WB. Also, that SpongeBob ripoff. I think you're talking about Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island, correct? Yeah, the SpongeBob ripoff. I wouldn't say Coconut Fred's it is basically a ripoff, but that cartoon was created by Teletoon. Kind of like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, which was the last show that was co-written by Joseph Barbera. May God rest his soul. Also, those people, the Hanna-Barbera people, they were still around when they worked on those live-action Scooby-Doo movies. Their names were credited at the credits, so they had some involvement. So the source material, I don't know if about the sequel, but the first one did have it. Okay, so what about Chad? Chad, I guess, I mean, he's fine if you want to go for that Sonic-esque voice. I mean, that's the closest you're gonna get to, like, you can, like, easily compare it to other characters, but yes, but as far as characters go, I would say, yeah, Roger Craig Smith would definitely be Chad. What can you really say about Chad? He barely had any dialogue in Replaced, and even if he did, they were just very minimal. Jeremy's the one that had 63 lines. Jeremy spoke more. In fact, he was the one that spoke first out of the duo. Like how Mordecai was the first one to talk in the pilot, Jeremy was the first one to talk in Replaced in the duo. Because he's the bird of the group, I guess. Yeah, everyone's hiding for the shiny Munchlax right now. And I just hatched it during live stream. That was worth it. Yeah. Tom and Jerry's an MGM cartoon, but also Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, they made like a lot of Hanna-Barbera properties. And Tom and Jerry was the one that made the most movies out of. Is that you, Snowflake? Snowflake! Jeez, how did you know I was all the way over here? Dude, she sensed me. She sensed me. Well, I glad to see you, girl. It's hard to see at night, but she is right here. See? Do you see her? How did you know I was all the way over here? Jeez. Were you following me the whole time? She was. There's no denying. That is her. Hey! Hey! Wait for me! Wait up! I'm telling you, she is something. It's a good something. Oh, it's snowflakes. Run! No, it's a good thing. How did Snowflake sense I was all the way over here? She knows I'm heading back now and she's walking in that direction. It's hard to see you, though. But she is there. It's hard to see, but I think you could see her. Yeah. That white thing you see, that's her. I know, you followed me! How did you know I was all the way over here? It is cold out, Snowflake. You gotta find some place where it's warm. You know? Warm? Who's to know if the snow's gonna come back? It was like 35 degrees earlier. I don't know how cold it is now. But I'm like, every time I breathe, I see like ice coming out. Yeah. That works too. Wild Knuckles meets Guru's mom. No! Don't bring her into this! You kidding? She's the last person I want to think about. One of the few. I say she's pretty much a villain herself. I would think she's not only the worst parent, but she's a villain of Despicable Me we don't know about. A rarely reformed villain. Because what has she done in the movies besides saying that Gru was a better parent than her? Didn't acknowledge his dream of wanting to, like, go to the moon. Doesn't pick up his son at the school. The minions picked him up. And rather does yoga with her guru instructor. And she always goes, eh. So, I say that she's a villain. Tom and Jerry, the bald fat guy from the old cartoons, always hurt Tom. I just want Tom to fight back. Yeah, it would have made sense. But don't they make like a lot of those direct-to-DVD Tom and Jerry movies? Scooby-Doo does that also. I don't know, do they still do it? I think they did like a Trick or Treat movie, but Cartoon Network also aired the crossover they did with Courage the Cowardly Dog, which was Theo White's last role before she passed away, which is sad. But hey, at least it was good. I didn't see the movie, but I'm sure the movie was good. I recorded it, so I heard that Eustace raps in the movie, so I'm probably gonna cringe at that part, but I definitely need to watch the movie. As long as Courage's original voice actor came back, I might enjoy it, cause he's like the greatest, one of my favorite actors. I'm sorry if I don't know the name. It's just I do know the person voiced Courage. Which Tom and Jerry DVD was your favorite? Ooh, that's a tough one. I've seen so many. Tom and Jerry and the Magic Ring. That's the one they played on Cartoon Network. I like that one, but I think my all-time favorite has to be Tom and Jerry and the Nutcracker Tale. That one's my favorite. I actually like that one. I thought it was creative. Do you think Cartoon Network could play that? I heard they're playing Christmas specials on Christmas, so That's gotta be one of them. Make this your best Christmas ever, Cartoon Network. Play those Christmas episodes of regular show. You gotta do that. Play the Christmas special, play White Elephant Gifts Exchange, and Christmas in Space. Hell, even if the friggin' episode you're playing is Merry Christmas Mordecai, it'll be worth it if you have it on your channel. Yes, the worst episode of regular show, I will watch it in dread, but I mean, I'm recording the whole series. Yeah, I'm recording the whole series. They're all minus Fast and Furry. I heard that's the best one, but I'm like, I just think the Nutcracker Tale's a little bit better. In fact, those are the only two movies I watched. The Magic Ring and the Nutcracker Tale. I don't know if I saw Fast and Furry. If I did, I probably watched it on Boomerang, but I didn't watch the whole thing. That's a souvenir to keep. I hear people like having difficulty hatching shinies, but at least I managed to hatch a shiny during the live stream. And these things were perma boosted. I guess it made up for me not getting a shiny of Noibat. Honestly, I like Noibat, but I just don't like its shiny. The green shade just doesn't really look good on something that had purple colors, let alone their version of friggin' Spyro. I didn't like the Nutcracker or the green beans. Poor Tom. You side with Tom. Hey, at least it didn't have that bad of the Nutcracker Tale. And plus, it's a very unique take on the tale. Besides, I remember when I was in middle school, we watched a play based on the Nutcracker. And I did have a Barbie and the Nutcracker VHS, which I watched as a kid, and yet I don't really remember that much about it. Just, yeah, that existed. Because Mom couldn't find the VHS of Barbie of Swan Lake. Yeah, I missed. I knew I was forgetting about a DVD. It was a Barbie VHS. One I rarely watched a lot of. Outside of it, if it ain't Blue's Clues, Barney, Teletubbies, or Rugrats, or Pokemon, I just didn't watch as much. Unless you're Jumanji. Tom can't talk, but Jerry does. He makes sounds. He makes sound effects. What do you think? What do you think the Christmas movies they're gonna play? I would say they should probably play All of the Other Reindeer. Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Let's see. What else do they play? These were iconic Christmas specials that they played on their channel, Cartoon Network. CBS had Rudolph and Frosty. Freeform had the Santa Claus Coming to Town, but Wreck and Bass. They had the Wreck and Bass movies. Would it be nice if Cartoon Network played Wreck and Bass movies aside of the animated Frosty Returns? I don't know if that was made by Wreck and Bass, but I mean, I'm just giving out suggestions. There's some variety right there. Get the Wreck and Bass movies, Cartoon Network. If you really want to play Cartoon Network cartoon Christmas movies, do that. Hope they air Otto and the Snow Beans. I saw this video where they had these Illumination logos, and I've been looking through these, and they still do not show Otto in any of them. It's always the other friggin' minions and Kevin, Stuart, and Bob. No Otto. I don't understand. He is the selling point for Rise of Gru, and they can't even put them in their own Illumination logos. Okay, you know those animated Illumination logos that show the Illumination characters from Sing, the Lorax, Secret Life of Pets, Minions? They don't do that anymore. Yet I don't get why. I get they're using the last of their creative cartoony cuteness before they actually do the whole, gearing for adults. Sony's gonna do that with that Blue Dog movie. So Illumination, I think after they work on the Mario movie, they're gonna gear to more adult audiences. It took them about time. How are they gonna gear to adult audiences when they got Despicable Me 4 that's gonna be coming out in a few years? Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be an adult-oriented story around Gru, his daughters, and the freaking minions. Or Drew? I don't know. What are they gonna do? They gotta do something. I'm walking back, Snowflake. I'm going home now. It is getting pretty late. Tom and Jerry Tales. Tom got first aid from Droopy, no joke. No wonder Tom doesn't like him. He's a dog! He's afraid of Spike! Why would he not like a dog? I think you're forgetting the whole context. He's a dog! Of course he doesn't like Droopy! He's a dog! Oh yeah, maybe they should play Arthur Christmas. They played that on TBS after they played A Christmas Story. After they played Arthur Christmas, they played Minions. But I mean, here's what I don't understand. They call Minions a holiday movie. They play that during the holiday movie marathon thing. Okay, first off, how the blumug is Minions a Christmas movie? Is it because the Minions hid in that ice cave and they play We Wish You a Merry Christmas and Minionese? Does that automatically make it a Christmas movie? I'm sorry, maybe they're just weird coincidences. I know he does CPR. They play Tom and Jerry Trails on Kids WB. Yeah, the worst of Jerry. Yeah, you gotta remember that used to be on. Tom and Jerry Tales was originally on Kids WB. That was its home. You know what else was on Kids WB? The Spectacular Spider-Man, a show that was really good, but then it got canceled before season 3 happened. They moved it to Disney XD, and I heard I actually liked that one. It was actually good. But they didn't give a valid reason as to why. They just canceled it. But hey, that goes to all cancellations to good cartoons. From Symbiotic Titan to Close Enough to Final Space. Sometimes cartoons are just not safe from cancellations. And since Stan Lee's gone, I don't think there's gonna be a Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. I don't know, what do you think? You think it's gonna happen? I'm gonna call you Chowder. And I know the perfect tag for you. I get that Chowder's supposed to wear a purple hat. Tom wants to be with a female cat that is shorter than him. Once again, no jokes. Yeah. I saw that was basically the, Okay, there we go. Let that be put with the hatch shinies I have now. Pikachu, which was a Pichu, Meditite, 2 Tyrogues, Rixin, my Bastiodon, and Chowder, my shiny Munchlax. This is I'm afraid that's the shiny people are looking for. They're looking for they're trying to hatch a shiny Munchlax, and I actually hatched it. Cherubi, I guess its shiny is fine, but I was looking for the Munchlax, so that's great. I feel bad for those people who haven't hatched a shiny yet. Hopefully they do. And I didn't even hatch that many eggs from this batch. Minion babies only on Nick Preschool. Wrong! If NBC still had Cubo, then the Minions would have a chance of having their own spin-off, perhaps baby spin-off on that. But let's not... SpongeBob is a girl, what? No, he's not a girl! Just because he's got eyelashes, he just got that from his mom. I'm just saying, if NBC still had Cubo, then they should put a Minions baby spinoff on there. Think about it. It was originally owned by NBC, and even though Cubo had rare syndicated shows, Minions would be perfect and boost up its ratings. Can you imagine having Minion babies on Cubo? They're gonna get a lot of ratings. Because kids love Minions. They absolutely love Minions. If they have like a Minions spin-off on Cubo, it would definitely work. And plus, it would give them an excuse to bring Cubo back. Because at least me and Zook actually like it and ain't got taken off. That's always the thing when it comes to those kind of networks. But it's basically another Ion. It's another Ion network that focuses on drama, Western stuff. Whatever it's called, because apparently it wasn't doing good in ratings because many of the shows Cubo used to own, they lost the rights to. Buy rights to other syndicated shows! Is that so hard? But since Cubo is no longer a channel anymore, now kids have to grow up with Nick Jr. and Disney Jr. They're not gonna have those good shows that Cubo had. Shows like VeggieTales, Rupert, Dragon, Pearly. They're not going to get that. And whatever other shows I can remember from the past, which I can't remember, like Turbo Dogs. How did Disney didn't get in trouble by using Ugly Sonic? I think because it's rejected content, I guess. I mean, does it really matter? It wasn't official. They probably would have gotten in trouble with Paramount Pictures, but they didn't get in any trouble with that. No. So, you're scared of cars too, aren't you, Snowflake? I don't blame you. I'd be scared too. Yeah, she was far away and then she ran all the way over here. She was following me. Oh my god, that's priceless. But yeah, to tell you the truth, if Illumination was to make a spin-off with the Minions, have them bring back Cubo. The Auto Movie 2. There can't be an Auto Movie 2. There wasn't even a movie that had Auto besides Rise of Gru. Plus, if it did have Auto, wouldn't it have made sense if they just say the Auto Movie and then Auto Movie 2 if it was a sequel? Look, for mine, it was different. Because during the movie, my regular life fanfiction is basically regular life the movie 1. The reason why there's no regular life the movie 2 is because I don't want to add a 2. I don't want it to be like an ongoing continuation of anything. You know what happened with Pokemon? In their last movie they had was Pokemon Secrets of the Jungle. That had Zarude in it. I haven't seen any new Pokemon movies ever since. I guess they're probably ending the Pokemon anime after the Journeys. I don't want to switch Jeremy out. He's got a gift for me. But it feels so good. Sorry, Jeremy. All right. Harvest time! No joke. That wasn't supposed to be in Jumanji, but I mean, it wasn't improvised by Robin Williams. He just said it. The giant plant monster. The thing that made me terrified of the movie, actually. The Mario movie looks beautiful. Pixar quality animation. Well, considering that Illumination puts like a lot of their effort into their movies in terms of the lighting and quality, they gotta work on their stories. Their stories just don't really hit the mark, I guess. Unless you're the first Despicable Me or Minions, they just, some of the Illumination movies don't have good storytelling, like Despicable Me 3. Oh God, get that shit out of there. Honestly, if Despicable Me 3 had an extra year to improve on its story, the quality of the animation, maybe it wouldn't have been so disastrous. And the fact that it's rated a little bit higher than Minions at a 58%, with Minions having 55, at least Minions put effort into the animation. It looks like crap in Despicable Me 3. It looks like horrible, rushed CGI animated crap. Even the Minions don't look good. I'm telling Otto. How can you tell Otto? He wasn't in Despicable Me 3. Yes, Rise of Gru had great storytelling, but they could have done a little bit more with the villains. The only problem I have with Rise of Gru is they didn't give the villains ample screen time. They're just kind of put there. They give their motive. I mean, what do we know about Bell Bottom, Nunchuck, Vengeance, John Claude, and whoever that other guy is? Stronghold. What do we know about those guys besides, they stole the map to get this Zodiac Stone, and they're going to use it to destroy the Anti-Villain League? Or when they interrogate Gru's mom and the Minions to know the location, destroy Wild Knuckles' house, the whole final showdown. Hell, even Scarlet Overkill had more screen time than the Vicious Six. And again, why are they called the Vicious Six? They need to be called the Vicious Five because they don't have Wild Knuckles anymore. If they had Wingman, at least part of the Vicious Six, I don't know, to use for scouting missions or to fly and stuff, to like report to them, it would have made sense to have it, but they're still called the Vicious Six. Even though, that's like the only thing I don't like about Rise of Gru. Missed opportunity with the villain. Paw Patrol the movie's gonna air on TV early like Sponge on the Run. Ugh. As much as I don't like that movie, I would definitely like that. Hey, that reminds me, has Despicable Me 3 been on TV? Did it play on FX? Did it play on Freeform, Nickelodeon? No. Actually, when you compare The Secret Life of Pets, the Despicable Me movies, 1, 2, and Minions, and maybe Hop and the Lorax, I don't think they played Despicable Me 3, considering how awful the movie is. I think they're trying to shelve it. Like, no, we're not going to play that on TV. They don't have it on Peacock either. They got the first Minions. Rise of Gru, if you have the premium membership. Movie is so bad, they don't... It's so bad. I think even Illumination knows how bad it is. If no TV network wants to play Despicable Me 3, that just shows how bad it is. They know it's bad. They don't want other people to see how bad it is. I get that Despicable Me 3 has its fans, and they might be sad that it doesn't play on TV, but if you like the movie, just go buy the DVD and watch it at home. Then again, since TNT likes to censor so much stuff, I'd rather see a censored version of Despicable Me 3. Cut out all the unnecessary junk from that movie so I can at least fully enjoy it. If there's scenes missing from that movie, I wouldn't care. But if it's Minions, that's a different story. All Illumination movies outside of Lorax and Grinch, they all take place in the same universe. Yeah, did they play The Grinch on TV yet? Hell, I bet Cartoon's probably gonna play the Illuminations Grinch. Freeform plays How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey movie, that's by Universal. So that's like 2 times Universal did their take on the Grinch. The Jim Carrey one and the Benedict Cumberbatch one with Illumination, which I actually like a little bit more. At least it's a lot more colorful and it's kid-friendly, unlike the raunchy PG. Honestly, on Freeform? Oh yeah. Do you remember ABC Family? They changed their name to Freeform. They still do the Fun Time movie marathon where they show Disney movies and Pixar. And I think they showed a little bit of Illumination movies too. That being Despicable Me. They always every time I watch the TV airing for Despicable Me, they always cut out that scene where he has to like give another dollar to that guy at the prize booth. Because the one you see, he only does it once, but in the actual movie, he actually does it twice. It's a small little nitpick, but that's the only thing they really censor from that movie. I know that because of the airings that they do on Nickelodeon. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that in Despicable Me 2, they actually cut out that scene where the Minions are actually eating ice cream down in the lab, singing the Irish drinking song at Minionese. I get that had to be cut out, but it took out the context of the Minions humming that song in the first place when they're on that heist to infiltrate Eduardo's restaurant to see if he had the serum. But they just found the salsa. I just hope do not let Nickelodeon get their hands on Minions. They better not get their hands on Minions. Oh, she's back! She's coming back! She's coming back! Man, she is like literally following me. I know, I'm gonna head back. Anyways, it's getting kind of late. I've kind of been out here for like a long time. It's like 9 o'clock. She's following me from the side. Yeah. People, they're gonna be all like, oh, she has the shiny. It was unexpected, okay? I didn't even hatch that many eggs. This egg probably must have been perma-boosted. I don't know. Otto and Bob are made for each other. Ugh, don't say that. Please do not say that. What? Why even? Don't talk like that. I had to switch out Jeremy for this. I can't believe I had to switch out Jeremy. I gave him the puff, and he's all like, you left me. I'll put you back, dude. I just want people to see that I have the shiny Munchlax, which I named Chowder, who looks like a cat. For those of you that don't know, Chowder's like a cat, bear, rabbit hybrid. And so it makes proper sense for Munchlax. Because it's literally... Snowflake, get away from there! Snowflake, get away from there! There's dogs over there! Snowflake! Come here! Come here! Oh my god, that's close. on, quickly! Ah! That was too close. I don't want you to get scared by those dogs over there. Well, I made it home, and Snowflake is now rubbing against my leg, as usual. Ah! Headlights! I remember Chowder. Oh, yes. It's getting late. I should probably go now. I mean, it's late, it's getting cold out, I gotta eat dinner. Ugh. So, yeah, you saw me hatch this guy. That's brilliant for Chowder. That's perfect. I'm not gonna evolve into Snorlax. That's a keepsake, I gotta keep that. Alright. Well, that's the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and laters.